Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to introduce myself. Adrian Lynch, Head of Office for Aon Cayman on the captive management side of the business and on the brokerage side of the business. Joined Aon in March 2014, replaced an incumbent who had been here for a number of years. So with that kind of substantive change comes a great opportunity to put your own stamp in an organization. Having been here before, it's not my first rodeo. I was in Cayman in 1998 to 2001. Worked as an underwriter here, and then in 2001 moved to New York with Aon for 7 or 8 years, and then I left and set up my own business. And one of the things with Aon is sometimes you've got to leave to come back, and this opportunity came up for me, and here I am. It's a superb office to come back to. Aon as a brand is a fantastic operation in the Cayman Islands. And I would have been here in the pre-Aon IRMG days, which was an acquisition that was made, which merged the offices, and I've seen the office grow significantly over the last number of years. And with that growth comes obviously certain challenges, whether they're from a HR perspective or a talent perspective, right through to a quality of the output in terms of the expectation that clients have from us. The market has changed so much in the last couple of years that the traditional captive management role has evolved, and I think there's an expectation that we have to provide a higher standard of output. If we just provide what everybody else does, well then of course we're going to suffer from our competitors who maybe are chasing us on fees and things like that. But one of the greater things with Aon and the strengths of Aon is that we can bring a greater range and depth and quality of offering to the client, because Aon is such a large organization. There's so much that we can bring. We're in the very fortunate position within Aon where we would see a lot of our existing business come from within the Aon infrastructure. A lot of Aon brokers worldwide would be contacting us, looking to help their clients. So it gives us a bit from a standing start. It gives us a great head start every year in terms of the existing brokerage infrastructure that we have. We would get a lot of our new business then from other elements of the market, such as smaller independent brokers, with whom we've worked, and in actual fact 40% of our business within this office is within the smaller independent broker network. That's proving a bit of a tougher challenge as we go forward, because there are smaller managers out there who sell themselves on the basis of that independence, and we have to work quite hard sometimes to reassure some of those contacts of ours that they're not going to get smothered by the greater, bigger Aon. But that's an argument we're comfortable having when they want that higher quality of service. My own background over the last number of years was in the life space, in the reinsurance space. So there's a lot of underwriters out there, a lot of bankers out there, a lot of private client individuals within the private banks that we work with who use us as their network as well. So we get a good source of our business from the wider community of contacts that the guys outside have. Well, like I said, having been here before, some of the newer themes for me is I'm always comparing them with what I would have seen historically. And one of the themes, certainly from my perspective, has been the higher expectation our clients have for us as a captive manager. In terms of the conversations we need to be having with our clients, we get the really privileged opportunity of sitting with C-suite executives on our client boards and having access to them at least on an annual basis, if not a semi-annual basis. And we get to talk about the things that our other clients are doing. So we get to challenge those boards in terms of the way that they operate, the way that they run their business, the governance, the compliance, the risk, their approach to data and how they use that data. And again, one of the strengths of Aon is being able to harness a lot of that data from our clients. So a lot of the opportunities that are coming our way are coming from the deeper engagement we're having with a lot of these clients and the reaction we're getting at board level from a lot of these clients. Healthcare is a cornerstone of the business in Cayman as a jurisdiction, and I would be lying if I said it wasn't a cornerstone of the business within Aon in Cayman. We have about 44 captives on the healthcare side of the business in this office. So one of the initiatives we're pushing at the moment is a healthcare centre of excellence, because again, to my earlier point on data, we get access to a lot of very, very credible data for a lot of our clients who ask, what are the other people in the market doing from a healthcare perspective? And we're at the coalface with a lot of those changes that are taking place onshore in the US. A lot of our clients are under pressure for margin. A lot of our clients are under pressure from an M&A perspective. And I think they're using us more and more as a resource to help guide them through those changes, because we're seeing so much of that with so many of our other clients. We have larger clients who are making some great acquisitions, and we have smaller clients who are having a tough time fending off maybe potential suitors, or trying to get more sophisticated with fewer resources financially for their risk management platforms. Well, what's next for Aon and Cayman? I mean, how long have you got? I mean, it's a long list. From my perspective, within the first 12 months, you never get a second chance to be the new guy. So certainly within this office here, I think it's an opportunity for me to impart my own knowledge within the office and put my own standards in place and my own expectations of the staff here and make a couple of key hires. I think we've worked hard to stabilise the office, stabilise the book of business, but we're using it as an opportunity to re-engage with a lot of our clients, re-engage with a lot of our service providers, and we're challenging everybody to really step out of their comfort zone and start bringing a greater value to the service that we provide our clients, increase our output, increase the standard of output. We are, after all, Aon. We're the 800-pound gorilla in the market. Marsh would be the only other competitor we'd have at our size within the market. And I think other people look to us to set the standard, and I think that's a challenge that we're all embracing within the office, is increasing the standard and quality of what we provide.